You ready for some more Game of Thrones?
Oh, yeah. Pumped. Let's do it. You like episode 1?
I liked episode 1 a lot, and I really liked getting introduced to all the characters. That was a lot of fun. So I'm ready to jump into the second one.
Yeah. Fun story for me. After I watched the first one, I'm like, well, it was a show. And then I let it sit with me for a couple days. And then I texted my now girlfriend again. Hey, can we watch episode 2 when you come back over? And here we are years later.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I definitely was hooked and interested to continue. So let's see what happens. Right into the intro this time.
I like it.
Interesting.
So whose names do you remember?
Emilia Clarke is Daenerys.
Daenerys, yeah.
Peter Dinklage is Tyrion.
Mm-hmm.
Jon Snow is Kit Harington.
Yeah.
There's the 5 children of the Stark family. Ned Stark is Triple H. I thought for a second already she was just going to be naked on this horse.
The Dothraki have 2 things in abundance. Grass and horses. People can't live on grass.
I'm curious, too, how there's these other women in here. Is did all the people in this tribe go through similar... Obviously, he's the leader, so it's probably a bigger deal, I would guess, but...
Master Lirio has extended his hospitality. You'd be more comfortable there.
I have no interest in hospitality or comfort.
This guy, the worst.
What did Ned Stark want you for? Buying from a slaver?
Selling to one.
Under my reign, you won't be punished for such nonsense.
I feel like this show's pretty good with morally great characters, but that guy just sucks.
yeah, nothing redeeming.
Better looking bitches than you're used to, Uncle.
That's pretty funny.
I can't stand the wailing of women.
One word, and I hit you again.
I'm telling Mother.
The prince will remember that, little lord.
I hope so. If he forgets, be a good dog and remind him.
Oh. And that guy with the burnt face wasn't really in the first episode. He was one shot of him or something.
Yeah, I forgot he was only in it for a second, but... I love that guy.
I'm sure it'll come into play.
Is Bran going to die?
Apparently not.
Well, that's good. Oh, not for them, though.
Yeah, no.
I hope the boy does wake. I'd be very interested to hear what he has to say.
Okay, he definitely has to know something.
There are times you make me wonder whose side you're on.
My dear brother, you wound me. You know how much I love my family.
It's like, Jamie, you just played your hand. You just showed your hand. You didn't even say anything that ridiculous. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I wonder what he would have to say.
I lost my first boy. Little black-haired beauty. Robert was crazed, beat his hands bloody on the wall. They came to take his body away. And Robert held me. I screamed and I battled, but he held me. I prayed to the mother every morning and night that she return your child to you. Perhaps this time she'll listen.
That was a good monologue.
It was, and some truth in her lying there.
Yeah.
I think everything was truthful up until the last, 30 seconds.
And now, of course, I'm also putting together, oh, the other kid's actually her brother's incest baby. Ugh. That's why that kid looks so weird.
I had the blacksmith make it for you special. I won't hack a man's head off, but it can poke him full of holes if you're quick enough. I'm going to miss you. Careful.
Yeah. That was nice of him. I was just starting to think, damn, does anyone like this guy? I know he's the bastard, but jeez. At least some of his siblings like him. I wonder what Ned thinks of him. He didn't really say much to him last episode.
Farewell, Snow.
And you, Stark.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, they're cool. Just brotherly ball busting with their last names.
Is my mother alive? Does she know about me?
The next time we see each other, we'll talk about your mother.
Ooh.
Daenerys Targaryen has wed some Dothraki horse lord. What of it? Tell me we're not speaking of this.
Oh, it's unspeakable to you?
Rhaegar Targaryen did to your sister, the woman I loved. I'll kill every Targaryen I get my hands on.
Oh, man.
There's a war coming, Ned. I don't know when, I don't know who we'll be fighting, but it's coming.
All right, I like that. I was wondering how they would, it would all connect. Like, I knew this guy wanted to take over, but...
Wait, all these different scenes going on?
Yeah,
Okay.
and, like, the fact that her father is who attacked them and killed his sister / the guy's lover. It's like, all right. Oh, no, okay. Anyway, get all that story out of here. Back to this.
Oh, there's a story here.
Oh, those dragon eggs.
Rapers. They were given a choice, no doubt. Castration or the wall. Most choose the knife.
So he joined it because he wanted to, but they were rapists, so they had to join. Oh.
Yeah.
Why'd you read so much?
Things are expected of me. Father was the hand of the king for 20 years.
Until your brother killed that king.
Mind needs books like a sword needs a whetstone. That's why I read so much Jon Snow. What's your story, bastard?
The Night's Watch protects the realm.
Yes, yes. Against grumpkins and snot. You don't believe that nonsense.
I also like how, going back to the previous scene with Ned Stark, like, how information travels, like the king, a rider in the night. It's like, damn.
And it takes time, too.
It's like, how does that become your job in the society? I got 3 hours till sunrise.
Take a message back. Fuck.
And there are several other appointments that require...
I don't care about appointments.
I'll make the appointments.
Let's go, Rob.
He's got to step up.
Man of the house.
Man of the house, yeah.
Fire.
Oh, shit.
You stay here, I'll come back.
Well, they heard that the king and Ned Stark left, so...
Now it's time to attack.
Oh!
You're not supposed to be here.
Ah! Grabbing it! Ah! Oh, there you go. Oh! Yeah! Nice. That's not how that guy thought that was gonna go.
And they were going to kill those wolves.
I know. Bran convincing him to keep those wolf puppies saved his own life, basically.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Before your brother bought me for you, it was my job to make men happy. I was 9 when my mother sold me to the pleasure house.
Oh.
I did not touch a man for 3 years, Khaleesi.
Doesn't make it better.
Yeah, 12. Oh.
Can you teach me how to make the Carl happy? Yes.
She's gonna teach her how to fuck.
I don't think Bran fell from that tower. I think he was thrown.
Oh, there you go.
I will go myself.
Mother, you can't.
I must.
What about Bran?
I have prayed to the Seven for more than a month.
My mind immediately went to the 7 from the boys. The name of the script. I prayed to Homelander for... So, your boy was almost fucking murdered, eh? And you think it's the Lannisters. Fucking hell.
You will make him like it, Khaleesi. Men want what they've never had, and the Dothraki take slaves like a hound takes a bitch.
Plus, you know he can say no, so if he doesn't like it...
Yeah, it's one word he can't say.
No. I don't know if that means you like it or not. That's all you say.
Don't think that this is the Dothraki way. If he wanted the Dothraki way, why did he marry you?
By the way he says no. Do you like it? No. Or... No.
No. Adeline has Shahada.
Oh, okay. So she's learning their language. All right. So true about men, though. Just like, oh, okay, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just comes immediately.
Yeah.
Oh! Good job, Cole.
That was my lady's sister you were hitting. Do you know that?
Stop it!
Arya, stay out of this.
Oh, you're done.
I'll gut you, you little cunt!
Oh! Oh! Damn.
Stay here. I'll go back to the inn and bring help.
Then go! Don't touch me.
Why was my daughter not brought to me at once?
How dare you speak to your king in that manner?
Quiet, woman. I never meant to frighten the girl. But we need to get this business done quickly.
I have to kill your daughter.
That animal of hers nearly tore his arm off.
That's not true. She just bit him a little.
Joff told us what happened. You and that boy beat him with clubs while you set your wolf. Sansa, come here, darling.
Oh, and it's like, you know, she's gonna side with the freaking guy. Oh. Damn kids, man.
Tell me what happened.
I didn't see.
Liar! Liar!
Oh, come on. All right, calm down.
She's as wild as that animal of hers. I want her punished.
What would you have me do? Whip her through the streets?
You let that little girl disarm you. See to it that your daughter's disciplined. I'll do the same with my son.
What of the beast that savaged your son?
As you will.
They haven't even made it to King's Landing yet, and there's already problems.
If it must be done, I'll do it myself.
Is this some trick?
The wolf is of the north. She deserves better than a butcher.
And I'm surprised that, you know, Ned cares so much, too. I mean, obviously his daughters are upset, but it seemed like he cared about the wolf as well.
The butcher's boy. You rode him down.
He ran.
Oh. He just killed him with his horse? Dude, talk about wrong place at the wrong time, man.
He's playing with this kid, and then completely innocent.
Yeah, just playing around, and then all of a sudden Prince comes up, just starts hitting you know, and then he didn't even, like, fight back.
This poor wolf didn't do shit.
Oh. And there you go. Woo! I'm surprised he already woke up, because I definitely saw that being like one of those, you know, oh, drag it out, you know.
Until the end of the season.
Yeah, wakes up at like second to last episode, and then, you know. But no, awake already. Really good. I was curious to see how it would transition, like I said, from a pilot to a regular episode. And I think I could, you know, definitely tell the difference in the pacing. It you know, took its time a lot more, I think, and had, you know, very few scenes of certain characters. Like, for example, Daenerys' brother. Whatever his name is.
Something with the D as well.
Yeah.
Viserys.
Like, he had one scene or whatever. Like, so it was, you know, starting to get more focused, which makes sense. Really enjoyed that. I mean, even Ned was barely in it. He's only in a few scenes, really. And I really love, probably my favorite thing so far is with Daenerys and the Jason Momoa storyline. I really liked in this episode how you can kind of already tell that she's, you know, has a desire to have power, but because of who she is, and she's a woman, and because of she's been married off, it's like she has to, you know, manipulate her situation to get into a powerful position, and so she's trying to do that. And, you know, here it was through sex, but like the scene where they're first having sex and she's crying, and then she sees the dragon eggs, you know, and then starts smiling, like, you know, good character stuff there. Interested to see where that goes. And then you kind of even see the same thing at the end where the wife, the queen, I guess she'd be the queen, right? The wife is, like, controlling, you know, the king. Like, the king didn't give a shit about any of that. Like,
Yeah,
he's
no.
like, even his son, he's like, doesn't even care about him. He's like, you let a girl do that? Whatever. You know, it's like, really, the wife was the one pissed. So, you know, that whole kind of, you know, married couple in power, you know, of, you know, the man is like the forefront, like, you know, back in the day, but then like the woman kind of pulling the strings, you know?
The manipulator, yeah, this was really more about the kids. I mean, there was one, I think my favorite scene, of course, is just Rob and Ned just on the side of the road just talking, just about, you know, starts off with this bullshit about the past, and then it just turns into, while giving details about the past, also like warns about the future with Daenerys, and giving a little more slight details on what happened with the king before Roberts and all that. So I love all that, seeing all that come out. It's amazing how much stuff they tell you and how much they don't. I love how much they're just dropping pieces by piece. Yeah, it's probably the most brutal is when they just killed that kid and that wolf. It's like,
yeah,
and just it was all just Cersei because you know Robert's like, oh, they're kids, whatever, and then like, oh yeah, it's like,
yeah, and then of course like, you know, Sophie Turner, her name.
Sansa.
Sansa, yeah, it's like, come on, you couldn't just, come on.
It's like,
At least she didn't, I thought she was going to straight up be like, he's right, you know, he's telling the truth, but she didn't go that far. She just refused to say anything. But that's what you get when you don't tell the truth, you know? That's what happens.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't show, like, in graphic detail Ned killing the wolf, because, you know, like, in the first episode, they had, you know, like, the dead, decomposed, like, animal body and, like, the dead wolf, you know? So I'm glad it was just, like, the noise, because I'm like, God, I don't need to see that, you know?
Yeah, it's like, they already went full frontal nudity and, you know, doggy-style sex. You know, they got to pick and choose what to show, you know, otherwise it'll become too much.
Trying to think of other storyline pieces.
I liked Tyrion and Jon at that camp, and the rapers get dropped off, and like Jon's like, and already Jaime was kind of like busting his balls about the Night's Watch, and Jon's like, what's going on here? He's like, oh wait, rapers are being forced to join? Like, you can tell there's like something going on there. Like, what's going on?
Like he clearly wasn't aware of like this job, like,
yeah,
what he was told.
Like the type of people that go to sign up.
Because it was that guy in the first episode who approached him, right? And he was like, hey, you gonna do this?
His uncle, yeah. His uncle was basically warning him, like, hey, you know, are you sure you want to do this? It's, you know, you can never take a wife or own property. Like, this is the rest of your life. Which makes me wonder, how did Benjen get down there?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, why did he join? You know what I mean?
interested in
I
that.
wonder if he had the same thing. Like, oh, I'm going to go join. It's like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah. So, yeah, excited to see where it goes. And it's a really well-made, good shots, good acting. Nothing that's been too ridiculous or I haven't bought into. So, yeah, it's still weird getting into a fantasy show because I'm, you know, just not used to that type of media in TV. You know, I'm used to video games and RPGs and stuff like that, but in a TV show where you get to see everyone's perspective, like in a video game you play your character and like the villains or whoever else, you're just hearing about them throughout the game or you have interactions with them. But here it's like we get to see, you know, all sides of it at all times. So I'm interested once those finally start to converge, but I'm sure we're still a ways off, at least this season. So yeah, enjoyed it.